Hello, everybody. I'm always surprised by live. It goes, oh, we're live. Okay. Hi, fellow MomVersation viewers. Welcome. Good evening. Please come in. And as you come in, please say hello in the chat. Say hello. Say where I'd say calling in from, but I guess we're not on Zoom and I can't see you. But tell me where you are logging in from. Tell us your name. Tell us, is this your first time? Just say newbie here if you're a new watcher. And I'm so excited for you guys to be with me. Hello. I know I'm going to have some fellow Maranathaners, if that's a word, on here watching two Maranathaners chap it up. So hello already in advance to all the Maranatha watchers. But hello, come on in again. Please drop your name in the chat and say hello. I'm going to get started. Welcome, whether this is your first time, whether you are a regular watcher. Hello, welcome to MomVersations. Thank you for being a part of the conversation where we talk about what does it really mean to thrive in motherhood and purpose. I have an amazing guest today that I'm excited to bring on. But let me tell you, first of all, my name is Aretha Scruggs. Hello. And you are watching MomVersations. You might be saying, what in the world is MomVersations? MomVersations is a conversation between moms about the very lived reality of passionately loving and raising the next generation of kids while constantly learning to live into our own purpose and love of our craft. MomVersations is a show where we hear real life stories of incredible moms making waves in our world, from entertainers to entrepreneurs and more. Thank you so much tonight for tuning in to MomVersations. Please like and share it. And we will, again, continue the conversation of what does it mean to live and thrive in motherhood and purpose. Your host today is Aretha Scruggs, and the guest that I am so excited to invite tonight. Some of you know, maybe you are some followers, but some of you might personally know her. I am having on tonight my friend, Rayna Ali-Patterson. Yay! Let me tell you a little bit about Rayna. Rayna is a mom and a natural hair and lifestyle. She's a mom and natural hair and lifestyle, full-time social media and digital content creator. She's from Los Angeles, California, and she's been married for 13 years to her awesome husband, Eddie. And together they have a smart and creative 12-year-old daughter, Camila. Rayna graduated from Cal State Long Beach with a bachelor's in human development in 2010. Due to having a hard time finding work in her field, she was encouraged to start a natural hair care blog while being a stay-at-home mom in 2015. Through her blog, she introduced Happy Curl, Happy Girl to the world, literally the world. Her passion for natural hair blossomed, and she fell in love with being able to help other young women with how to care for their natural hair by sharing popular products, creating brand awareness, and teaching natural hair techniques that worked in restoring her own curls back to health. Her natural hair care blog turned into YouTube videos and on other social media platforms, and she now has over 500,000 followers spread between Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Rayna has been able to partner with some of her favorite brands like Dove, Pantene, BET, Shea Moisture, and Walgreens, to name a few. She has a heart for God and uses her faith and comedy to give her audience strategies and techniques for the everyday woman. In her spare time, she enjoys spending time with her family, watching movies, and photography. Rayna's purpose is to continue to create a community based around natural hair to impact women who once struggled like she did to embrace who they are naturally. Isn't that fantastic? I told this girl, I mean, it was her first time doing her bio, and I loved it from the first moment I read it. I said, it's straight to the point, and you don't have any questions about who this woman is. So I am, without further ado, I'm going to bring her on. Please give it up for Rayna Ali-Patterson.
Rayna! The bio sound amazing. Like, thank you. No.
That's me. That's you.
Thank you,
yes. No problem. I am so honored. For those who know Rayna personally and know me possibly, we met going to church together. I was in my early 20s. I think I was 20 when I went to Maranatha Community Church, and Rayna was one of the babies. She was still in high school, so that tells you our age difference. Yikes! But
not that big of an age difference.
But she is. I mean, she had amazing hair back then. So to see what she's been able to learn and really teach people, and especially and she'll tell us about it, once a dancer or still a dancer.
Once.
Okay. Once probably still a dancer. But she was dancing all at Maranatha, and she was just me and my twin sister Elena's she was our little sister, and we always loved Rayna. So it's amazing to even be here, because I remember we had birthdays close to each other. I should have told this before I brought you on. We had birthdays close to each other. And I remember we used to spend some of our birthdays, we'd meet up for breakfast. And I remember when we were sitting at the breakfast table and she was just talking about her idea. I don't know if it's fully formed yet or what stage it was in, but to see where she was just really kind of talking about it. I don't know how long ago that was, but I remember her just talking about this hair care blog, and she was kind of just throwing it at us. And we're like, oh, that sounds cool. Wow. So to go from that to see what she's built is really amazing. So as I told her, it's such an honor to have her on my show, because I think her story will inspire a lot of women, boys, children, girls. I mean, everybody. It's a really inspirational story. So without further ado, why don't you tell us about your story, Rayna? Who are you? I know I told a little bit about you in the bio, but you can repeat some of it. Who are you, and how did you even get into natural hair?
Well, first, Retha, it was actually you and Elena who gave me the whole idea to start blogging. I don't know if you remember that. I think I threw out some things, but I think you guys were the ones who said, start a blog. Do that.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, look at that. Well, look at that. Let me take a minute. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sarah Silk. Darlene from Maranatha is on here. Hey, Darlene. And hey, Brandy Harris. Hey. But go on. I didn't even know. We told you about it. That's pretty crazy. Who knew?
Yeah. So basically, you said it all.
Okay.
But so I'm a mom and wife, and my name is Rayna, and I go by Happy Girl. And that is just a blog that I started, turned into YouTube, turned into other platforms. And it started with natural hair. Now it's kind of branching off into like lifestyle, motherhood, and so forth and so on. But I think that's pretty much who I am. Pretty basic. I mean, myself is very basic. I try to not think that way, but
get out of here. If you've seen, and I put for those who haven't seen it, the very first comment, you can go and start following and subscribe to watch the videos that Rayna does. I mean, if you see the videos, you will in no way think that this girl is basic in any way. I mean, the things that you've done in editing, and I mean, it's so meticulous with the hair and trying all these different brands. What does it mean? I mean, how did you even did you just start with, you just picked up a brand and just started trying it?
So I started blogging, which again was your suggestion and encouragement. But no, I started blogging, and then what happens is you begin to gain a following, and then brands start to reach out to you. And so I remember when my first brand reached out to me, I was just elated. Like, it's just the market is saturated, so to be picked out was just a huge blessing. But yeah, I started just by getting my name out there, my face out there, my hair out there, and just tips that I've learned, because I had so much heat damage and I found what worked for me. And so I wanted to share that, and it kind of just grew from there, thankfully. Like I was not prepared. Let's just say that.
Oh my. And how was it? I mean, you're at 500,000. What was it like to reach 1,000? What was it like to reach 10,000? I mean, bring us back to those moments.
Just grateful. I always felt, and I hate to say this, but I felt like I wasn't worthy of that. I felt like I wasn't like the other women that we're in influencing. So I was shocked and I was grateful and surprised. So I guess shocked and surprised. But yeah, I mean, just grateful that somebody cared to listen to what I had to say because I'm goofy, I have issues, I have problems.
And you're funny. I'd be laughing again. Some of y'all, you just need to follow Rayna because you just have to watch her Good Morning. I don't know where do you find these Good Morning? She finds Good Morning videos. I literally every morning I click on just to see what she put out there today, and it's some crazy person. Some crazy person doing something crazy, and you can't help but have a morning laugh with Rayna.
Thank you. Appreciate you. I try.
Yeah. I might be in the bleachers, but I'm watching.
Yeah, it just strikes consistency for me. So, it keeps me like consistent and knowing people like actually care to see a Good Morning post. I'm like, let me make sure I have this ready. Like I say, girl, you see my phone. It's like all saved, all these videos.
Wow.
My mother. Tomorrow.
You said what?
I have one ready for tomorrow.
Oh, and that's and my mom says congratulations. Oh, and we inspired Rayna. Ain't that crazy, Mom?
You did.
Ain't that crazy?
You guys have always been my inspiration.
That's pretty crazy. So tell me, what does a day look like for a blogger? I think I read something. Are you waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Is that you?
That's the goal.
I'm trying to set that goal too. I get it. Because it does work. When you up at 5 o'clock, you
get so much done.
Well, shoot. Yeah. It's like nobody's awake. I got all these hours. All right, let's go.
Right.
Yeah. What does a day look like for you?
A day is different every day, honestly, especially with my daughter being home for school. So. Right. But I like to wake up early because most of my followers and my manager and stuff, they're all on New York time or Eastern Standard Time. So it's just,
let's pause there. Let's pause there, friends. Because once again, we went from an idea. If we inspired it, I mean, me and Lena were just talking. Hey, you should start a blog.
Didn't I say I owe you?
Who knew that a blog would later lead to brand partnerships with Dove and BET and her own manager in New York?
She's awesome. Yeah, she's awesome.
Come on. Sorry, continue. I just had to put that out there.
Appreciate that. It makes you feel really good. So
yeah.
So I feel behind because it's like 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock for me. I'm already getting emails.
Wow.
Answer this, blah, blah, blah. So, it's just getting up. It's getting she's self-sufficient. So she'll get her own breakfast and all of that. But I literally just come and I start on my computer, on my couch, and I'm pretty much here all day. And it's posting, it's, negotiating, it's talking to my management, it's filming, it's creating content. I also do, I'm now doing my pastor's branding type of content. So that's extra work. But I really love that too. So, yeah, the day is different. It's fun. I think that's why that works for me because it is different. You know what I mean? So
yes. And you found something that's fun for you. That's tediousness for other people. You actually have fun doing all of that.
Yeah, for the most part.
That's pretty.
it can be very hard, but
that's pretty awesome. So tell me, what do you think is your why? What do you think is your purpose in doing all this?
Well, I wanted to impact in my own way, meaning I just never wanted to. Again, I think I said this. I just didn't want to melt into what everyone else was doing.
Yeah.
I wanted to be impactful in my own way and not, waver from my faith or just what I believe, what I stand on, because people will, turn your words and, they'll unfollow, they'll do whatever. And it sounds small, but it means a lot when this is your job. Everything counts, brands are looking at that. And so, yeah, but definitely I wanted to be impactful to young women because of just my insecurities growing up with my hair and all of that. So yeah, I would say being impactful is I want to impact. That's my why. And that's what I have to always ask myself. It's like, why did you, when you're having a moment, why
Yes.
start right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that the why? What was the why? I told her this before we got on. I think that it's really big that you went from, I mean, graduating college to being a stay-at-home mom to here. And I know it wasn't a straight line, as nothing ever is, but what did you have a clear why, or did you have like a mantra? How did you even get from, because a lot of people are stuck here, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you hate your job, whether you, whatever the thing it can feel like you're stuck in. How did you go? What was your, if it was a daily mantra, if it was your purpose that you saw that vision of, I want to impact young girls to love themselves, if it was that, or what was it that took you from being a stay-at-home mom to even taking the steps to build this?
I think for me, I'm gonna be very honest. I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and to be a mother of a young girl who is very impressionable, it's like I wanted to do more. I knew I had more in me. I had problems trying to find, work in my field where I graduated from. That degree, I don't even know where it is, honestly. So thank God for it, but I don't know where it is. So, but that was my why. Just I know I could give more. I know my daughter deserved to see her mother doing more. So yeah, that was my why. And my daughter is like always in the back of my head.
Oh, so that's, and we're going right, because it's MomVersations. Why don't you tell us about your family? Tell us about your family, and what is becoming a mother meant to you and to your life?
Okay, so I've been married 13 years. My daughter is 12. She'll be 13 in a month. So keep me lifted high and above because we're entering teen years.
Yes.
And then my mom and my dad grew up in a, a good home, and they've been married for 40 years. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to go more into like siblings or like just my immediate family. Did I answer that correctly?
You did answer. There's no right or wrong answers here. There's no right. Yes, Darlene says 13. Wow, wonderful. Congrats. Yes, little Rayna's been married for 13 years. She said, wonderful. Congrats.
Yes. God is good.
Says, miss your parents. I know. Pastor Arlene.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love them too. But what was it? What did becoming a mother mean to you?
That was the question.
And then how has mothering in the midst of becoming this influencer, how do you balance all of that?
So I didn't know I was strong. And motherhood taught me strength. When you have your weaknesses, but you learn your strengths being a mom. So I think that probably answered the first question. And I mean, it's been a push with my daughter. So balancing it, and then understanding my why, all of that has been a push for me to keep going. So yeah, I mean, like she changed my life. I mean, your kids change your lives, but I feel like God really put her in my life when He did. We were not ready, but I say that all the time. She changed my life in just so many different ways. So yeah, I hope that answered your question.
That works. I see now that I think your last post, she was getting involved in helping you editing things, or what is? Did she?
Right, too. I'm like, listen here, sis.
Yes, and you have a teenager. What is that like in even the pandemic? You're raising a soon-to-be for real teenager. High school is around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the moms I'm interviewing have young kids. I do have some who are out the house, but most have young kids. So what's that like to be raising a teenager right now? Soon to be.
It's hard because everything is so social media based.
Yes.
always on their phone and just we have stories that I just keep to myself. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been difficult because
Yeah.
I see myself in her, and I'm like, oh, so this is what my mom was going through when I was a little trifling sis, you know. So yeah, I mean, definitely it's challenging. It's
Yeah.
challenging. It's fun too because I get to kind of check myself so that she doesn't grow up with some of the insecurities that I grew up with, and so it's all a learning game. It's challenging, but it's fun. It's learning. It's a lot.
Yeah. What's one of the greatest lessons you're learning about raising a soon-to-be teenager?
To be present because you're always on your phone. I'm always on my computer.
Right.
So being present is really important for me, that she knows that what she has to say matters.
Mm.
And so, she comes over, I try my hardest to put my phone down, or and look her in the eye, or we're in the car, turn my radio down if she's talking, to show her that what she has to say is important, that I'm present in this moment, because it's rare that I'm present in this moment. Like, I'm always thinking of what I have to do. And women are like that. So
Oh yeah.
present, I think yeah.
That's good. That goes for anybody. Yes, because we are natural multitaskers. We can do 5 things at a time, but something gets lost in the midst of those 5, and you're like, "Oh, where have you eaten? Where are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
Where's my baby? Oh, where?" Sometimes the baby's the one. Where'd you go? What?
I gotta see y'all, man. It's been forever since I've seen her. She was like, what, under a year?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Rayna was at my baby shower.
I have the picture. Camila's holding your belly. I have the picture. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yes, send that to me. Well, I think this is a really important question, because you went through so many stages of even building this business as an entrepreneur. What has been the process of finding you, especially in an industry sort of as a I don't say influencer? You have to sort of create this image. That's what you're creating, this brand, and you're creating this image. How has been the process of finding you through this entrepreneurial journey, and then how do you maintain her?
I don't think I've fully found myself yet.
Okay.
I don't think that I have. I feel, because it's always something new that I'm like, oh, I don't like that, or I do like that, But I think in this industry, though, you're kind of pushed to find yourself, because you do have this voice,
right?
And you don't want to follow anybody who's not talking about anything. You know what I mean? Unless you're just, I guess, the finest person in the earth. But yeah. So I think I haven't found myself completely, but I'm getting there. I'm want myself. Yeah. And I would think at 36, 26, that that I would, I would have known more than, in your 20s, you think you know everything.
Yes, at 4 years old, you think you know everything.
Right.
True. Where does that come from? But then the older you get, you realize I don't know nothing. No.
Everything like you thought you would think.
Yep. You realize, oh wait, shoot, I don't know nothing. What's going
on? Yeah.
But you're very clear, and I want to read your words some here, where you say you use comedy and your faith. Oh, Rayna has a heart for God and uses her faith and comedy to give her audience strategies and techniques for the everyday woman. That's a very clear statement right there. Even if I just take that one chunk, it's like a thesis. If we were writing a paper, it's a thesis of who Rayna is. Hey, I'm an essayist, so I can pick out. I got to read through essays as a professor for a living. So I'll be like, oh, there's the thesis right there.
You're so affirming.
It is. It's very clear. So I know 40. I'm 41. So, I realize we're still in the process. There's like a key, there's a core of who you are, but then you're still growing and still learning and still journeying into who am okay. Oh, look at that. I do like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, but you very clear here how you use comedy and faith and your heart for God to give audiences strategies for the everyday woman. So what are you saying to the everyday woman?
Well, everyday woman to me is someone like myself, meaning I don't look at myself as someone who has X amount of followers. I look at myself as this basic chick, like, who loves God, who goes to church, minds her business, drinks some water, you know what I mean? So I love comedy. Like my dad is, he's hilarious, my brothers. And so when I think of the everyday woman, I think of someone I would want to follow or emulate. And so that's what I mean by that. Like the strategies just getting through life. Like I want you to come to my page and learn something, and I want to lift you up in some way. Whether that's, I deal a lot with people having issues with God. A lot of people are hurting. So it's been kind of hard to, insert faith because it's always an issue. I just posted something the other day and that was just, somebody was really upset with me. And so, it's hard with that, but that has been my promise to just, I'm a child of God. I'm not, I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid of it. And so if you don't like it, then you don't like it.
Right.
But, that part is a little hard, but everyone loves comedy.
Right.
So my strategies, whether it's just be on, a lot of people have smaller kids. So, I've been there. So it's like, even though I'm young, 26,
Yeah.
I've been through that. So it's like, I can maybe offer some wisdom. Hopefully, I don't know, I'm trying, but, offer that, so that's what I mean as far as like strategies for your hair style, and then just with a comedic tone and always just let you know who I ride for, and that's Jesus. So
Jesus. Oh, we've got our first question on the line by Darlene Fraser. She says, what was your degree in, by the way? And I would like to know your daily hair care regimen. Keeping it real will weed out the fake. Yes, Darlene, keeping it real, but they still coming. So, somebody
who create content,
they must want to say something. They must want to hear something. So,
yeah.
But what is your daily hair care regimen?
Okay, so my degree is human development. I wanted to be a counselor, a college counselor. So I majored in that, and that didn't. Yeah. Hair care, huh?
Yeah, I find that even though I'm not doing anthropology, there's still things that I learned in my training that go into. Even who you're talking to in the DMs, isn't there some sort? You talk about human development.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm salty about that. I felt like, because a lot happened when I was in college. I got married. I had Camila. I went half-time. I went part-time.
Yeah.
So it took me a long time to finish. And then when I do, it was like I couldn't find Jack. So maybe it was God like closing. I don't know.
He pushed you here. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Hey, he's always got a plan. Yeah. Well, what is your own daily hair regimen? I know we see videos of you doing so many different hair products and things. I don't know how deep you wanted to go, Darlene, but it's like, well, here's one product I do.
It's so simple. Like it has to be, or I won't have any hair because you're constantly in your hair trying different products and all of that. So yeah, I like to keep my hair in a wash and go, which is right now it's just gel and a wash and go. And again, I don't really touch it until I have to. So I stick to very few products. I think people become product junkies for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Once you find something that works for you, you stick to it unless your hair tells you otherwise. But
yes.
Yeah, I'm simple. I keep it like this, or I put it back in a bun and I tie it up with a satin scarf. and shake it out in the morning and pray and go my way.
Here we go. And here we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Darlene says it was preparing you for this season. Yes, I think all of your steps preparing you for this season and what's to come when the world opens back up.
Yeah. And that's so funny because I'm shy. No one believes that, but I'm shy. So it's like, it makes me nervous. But
Yes, but here you are and you're creating. So we talked about this also offline. What would be your tips for the average mom, the average woman who might be watching or listening to this on the podcast when your episode comes out? What would be your tips for someone who really is trying to build, maybe they're not trying to be an influencer, but whatever their big dream is and it feels too big and it's just like there and it feels like it's never going to happen. What would you tell them? What would you have told yourself if you were back in that place?
Definitely just start. I think that's so cliche, but I was telling you, like, I literally opened up my laptop, thought of a name, and I just started writing. So just like get out of your head because, you know, you're looking at where we are, you're looking at social media. It's easy to compare yourself. Don't do that. Literally just start. But another thing that I didn't do was researching. Like, I feel like Google is so underrated for some reason. It's like everyone, and I'm not shading anybody who wants to do like master classes or anything like that, but everything, if you take the time and you research, like I'll take a couple hours and we'll just research.
Wow.
And just build and create and brainstorm and all of that. So I just feel like that is something that you have to do. You have to find what you want to do, why you want to do it. Because, like, you know, you get your followers, it can get to your head if you're not, you know what I mean? So it's like, you never know. It could change tomorrow. You could lose it all. You could gain it all. It's just being prepared in that, but literally understanding what you're getting yourself into and doing it for the right reasons. Researching, making sure that you know this is what you want to do, because it's not for everybody. It really, like when you have people in your comments and your messages coming after you, it's really not for everybody.
Wow.
You do it though, and you have a voice, and what you say and what you have to say matters. And once you realize that, it's like nobody can stop you.
Wow. And that's a word. Find out your why. I'll repeat what her tips are. Find out your why. Do your research on the industry. Or is that what you're saying? Research onto the industry you want to get into. And just do it.
Just do it. It's so true. It's so cliche, but it's just do it. Seriously.
Yeah. That's awesome. We have another question on the floor. Do you have any celebrity followers?
Oh my goodness. So listen here. Let me tell you how Brandy Norwood, you know.
She loves Brandy. Ladies and gentlemen, from the beginning.
She followed me at one point, but she don't follow me anymore. I think she, like, when she rebranded, she just unfollowed people she didn't know, but she followed me at one point. So I'm gonna, take that with me. Tia from Sister followed me at one point. She don't follow me anymore. But
can you see who follows you? I never knew you could see who doesn't follow you.
Well, I knew because of who they were, and I'm like big fans of them.
Oh yes.
I just found out that Ron Isley's wife follows me. I don't know.
Did she used to come to Maranatha? Okay.
Yeah. Her sister. They used to.
Yes, I remember them.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember them.
I don't know if she would be considered a celebrity, but she's a celebrity to me. So hey, I'll shout out to the mountaintops.
There you go.
Anybody else? I don't really know.
She got 500,000 followers. There you have it.
Brandy was like, whoo. That was so loud.
She been loving Brandy, y'all, and the twins for a long time. So I remember it was a love sister, and she used to call us sister all the time. Yes. Well, awesome. Well, we're coming down to the end of our questions. what does self-care look like for you, especially during this time? You're spending a lot of time online with and
Mhm.
on conversations with your managers and all these people. What does self-care look like? How does Rayna take care of Rayna?
Unplugging, because that's life, you know. Self care though was therapy for me. Like actually getting a therapist, that
Right.
was everything. Like, I mean, my first session was just like snot, like tears, just like oh my goodness. So I felt like that was just a huge form of self care for me.
Nice.
Um, but like on a regular day, just unplugging, turning on a movie. I don't really
Yeah.
like going to like nail shops and stuff like that, but maybe shopping by my being by somebody. Hello,
Right.
being by
By
myself.
yourself.
We're all together. Hear me.
Yep.
Hear me. We are
Yep.
all together. So being Eddie is like, are you ever coming home? Maybe. These questions are a little bit too much, sir. I don't know if I'm coming home today or tomorrow. No. But yeah, I mean, being with myself, like turning off my brain, just
Yeah.
I love silence, you know? So I don't know if
Ain't
that
that crazy? I
yeah,
mean, silence used to be like, oh my God, nobody's here, it's just me. Yeah. As you not only get older, ladies and gentlemen, but becoming a mother, you cherish the silence. No, I don't want to hear no music. Turn that mug off. I don't want to hear those songs on the way nowhere. I don't want to. Nah, just turn it off. Okay, you leaving? Okay, good. I'm gonna be by my house, by myself in this house.
girl. My parents are now vaccinated. Ah, we blessed them. Sorry, almost. Whew, my parents are now vaccinated, which means that my daughter can go over there like she used to do back in the day and spend the night. That has been
Ooh.
like I'm waiting. That's self care right there. I I've been counting down. Like when is this? Hurry it up.
Ah, that's nice.
I love my alone time. So I mean I'm an only child, so I really love being that's self care to me. It's just not hearing a ping on my phone or you know
Yes.
emails, no calls. Just yeah.
Yes, yes. Darlene says you can get some stuff done in a house alone. Yes, you can. Which is why waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning actually works. It's just wooling yourself out of bed. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's hard because
It's
I really
hard.
need 8 hours of sleep, and I don't think I have Beyonce's 24 hours that she has. I don't know where she gets it from, but I need for God to give me like 28 hours and would be good. 8 hours of sleep. It's just so much. So that's my goal, trying to figure out how can I get 8 hours for real and get up at 5:30 and have a
Right.
full day where I'm not tired and so
I said, what is it? It's 10. You got to go to bed at 10, 10, 11, 12. Yeah.
that's
Which
too.
is like,
I'm still.
I'm still alive at that time.
Yeah.
You gotta force yourself to go to bed when you don't want to go to bed. And you gotta wake up at an ungodly hour. Just okay, I'm awake. Okay, what are we doing? I did that.
Yeah. And Camila's an early riser, so it's not, she gets
Oh,
up like 6 o'clock, comes in my room.
oh, so she up anyway. Oh,
But that she's older, it's okay,
yeah.
but it's just like, child, listen, why are you
Listen, why are you up? I
being
love it.
like, ooh.
I love it. So self care looks like alone time for Rayna. How
Mhm.
have you dealt with failure along your journey?
Mm, I'm still dealing with that. I'm really big on failing. Like
Mm.
it scares me. Like especially as a mom, I don't want to fail. So I'm still dealing with that. I don't really have an answer to that. Um, but I talk to trusted people,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Have you had to deal with any failure along your entrepreneurial journey and get back up?
Not yet, thankfully.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah, not yet. But
pretty awesome.
yeah, not yet.
All right.
On wood.
All right. What's one thing you would say to yourself as a mother in this stage of your journey to encourage yourself?
That I'm flawed. Like and it's okay to be flawed. It's okay to learn as you go, and you're gonna make mistakes. So,
Oof. You
yeah.
made my inner self said, you gotta tape yourself and just play yourself. And you said in such your voice so sits down here and it just sounds so authoritative.
Come on, songwriting teacher.
It sounds so authoritative.
Oh.
You it really is. You will make mistakes. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Trust yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds like it's true. Oh, yes, Self. Did I say that?
I just don't want to project anything. I'm sorry. I don't want to project anything on my daughter.
Yeah, I get it.
So,
Yes.
and I know I have, look at
Yeah.
I'm like, dang. And I beat myself up about it so much, because I feel like I don't want you to be in therapy because of me, You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me get myself together.
Yes. How many times have I said that? I don't want money on the couch at 30, but that guides everything. God, I don't want any money on the couch at 30 talking about I hate my mama. What's it? It's true. It's real.
I just don't want that, boy.
Yeah, it's real. I love it. Well, what and we sort of talked about it already, but how does your faith inform your journey of motherhood and purpose? I mean, you grew up in a house. Well, you didn't grow up, well, you're later in life, your parents were pastors. But you grew up faith, and even now it's a lot about even what you include in your content. So how does it inform your journey? How does it push you forward?
I think because faith is impactful, and so it just takes me back to my why,
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, how can I? Yeah, so I think that's pretty much what it is. It just is impactful to me. Having faith is impactful to me. So definitely, I have it on the tip of my tongue, and I'm trying to get it out, but I can't put it into words. But we're gonna leave it at that. It'll come back. But yeah,
your faith impacts.
And so I think it goes hand in hand. And yeah, so my journey with faith, it has been a journey.
Yeah.
So it's just produced more faith, in my opinion. Yeah, because I mean, motherhood alone, that journey, you need faith.
Yes.
Being a wife, and then just being around other people, and so yeah, I hope that answers your question. I couldn't put into words at that moment. So.
That works. Those are words, and they work.
You're such a mom. Those are words, and they work. That's something you would say to like a preschool, like those are words and those work. Like, I love that. That's so cute.
It's true. Well, my love, we are coming to our final few questions. What do you think is oh yes, Devron says having faith is powerful. Yes, it is. It sometimes is the power that empowers you to keep going, whatever, as a mom, as an influencer, as whatever you are doing. It is the power, the juice that keeps it going. Yeah. I mean, I preach. That would preach going. You can do nothing apart from me, huh? You abide in the vine.
Huh? Come on now.
Yeah.
I knew it was always deep down in you now. You just confirming a lot of things, huh?
It's there.
So wait, side note. I'm sorry, but on Instagram, people think I grew up Kojic because of just like funny sayings and stuff.
Yes, that makes sense. That would make sense.
Denominational.
Well, it was sort of Maranatha was like Baptist-costal. It was still very well. No, we were non-denominational, but then there were, there's influences because Dovima, if you watching, Dovima brought the Pentecostal Pastor Billy bought
No.
Pastor Billy bought, like, each pastor brought their own.
Oh, that's true.
And so it though it was non-denominational, it was very much so. It had Pentecostal, Baptist, theologian, seminarian trained, all of that was in there. All of it.
The Greek meaning of
The Hebrew, right.
What
When
the
you look
Greek
at the
meaning
Hebrew
is.
in the text, I can never listen to a pastor the same because
Yeah.
of Pastor Billy. I just can't.
That's so true.
Not never. Because I'd be like, well, where'd you get that from? Where's the scripture?
Yeah. It took me a while, but I mean, my current pastor, he is awesome. Some people have said that he reminds them of Pastor Billy at the Y. I wasn't around yet, but if that's any indication, he teaches. That's what I need. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
Yeah.
Not never. What you mean? Oh, are you just catching up with us, Cheryl? We got Cheryl Bowman on here. Not never. Do you mean my comment about Pastor Billy? It's never the same. Yeah, it's never the same. It's never. I've never been the same since being under his pastoring and his teaching. So yeah, man. Hello, all you fellow Maranathers. If you missed my intro, my hello in the beginning. Huh?
How come I can't see nobody?
You on the chat? You see the chat? Well, this way.
No, maybe I'll see it after.
Oh, she said yes. Okay, so you are responding. Yeah, is the church that I've been in since Maranatha. I've never been in a church since then, so the same. But hey, every church is different. But let's see. Okay, so last two questions.
Oh.
And if you have any questions for Rayna, any Maranathers, or anyone who's watching, feel free to. I'll highlight your question on the chat. On the screen here, so we can ask any questions you have for being an entrepreneur or a mom. How does she balance it all? Feel free to ask, and I'll put it on the screen here and ask it to her. But if you met Camila later in life, say she's your age, her somewhere in the 30s. If you met Camila later in life, what would you want her to know about you and your journey?
I would want her to know that I tried my very, very best. And I think I said that in one of the other questions, that I'm flawed.
Yeah.
That I love her, and I tried. I am trying. That is what I want her to. Yeah. So if she was 30 something, and I told you that's.
Yeah. Like, listen, your mama, because then you can talk to them straight, because they adults. They adults.
I've been like that with Camila. Like, it's not. We are very. How I talk to you is how I talk to her, because that's how the real world is going to talk to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So. Yeah. I don't do the whole baby talk thing. I did at one point, but I want her to be very open with me, like almost uncomfortable. I say this now,
Then she goes, bring some.
But I want her to be very comfortable with me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be her friend, but I want her to be comfortable enough to tell me anything. So
yeah.
Here's your question. I tried. I'm trying, and I tried.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Cheryl Bowman says, is Camila still an artist?
Yes, that's all she does. Still to this day.
What does she do?
She draws.
Oh, she's
yes.
Wow.
So good. It's crazy.
Wow.
Not on Facebook as much, so it's like I should post on there and maybe show some of her things.
Yes.
Wow, she's my height.
Like, I see the pictures. She's Camila. Hey, Camila, if you ever get to see this and you watching, hello. We say hello. All right. Your final question, unless somebody has questions in the chat. Your final question, I always ask this first of all, is there anything you want to promote? Anything you want to tell the audience about before we close? We have one final question that I ask all of my my guests. Is there anything you want us to follow you on? Well, I know we have it here below. Happy Curl, Happy Girl.
YouTube, Instagram. That's pretty much it. Those are the two platforms I'm like the most active on. So yeah,
Okay.
it would be helpful.
Yay! Follow Happy Girl on YouTube and Instagram. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram?
I'm not on Facebook like that, but
YouTube and Instagram.
yes. And TikTok, you know, if you want to see a different side of me, meaning like I like to act on there and stuff and be, you know, it's more free.
All right.
Everything's so curated on the other ones, you know, but you kind of be yourself on TikTok. You know what I mean?
I've never been on TikTok, so I'm just watching everybody's TikToks as they're posting them on Instagram.
Yeah, on TikTok. It's like amazing.
All right. TikTok.
Great.
TikTok. Well, Cheryl Bowman says she still has a picture that Camila gifted her hanging in her office. That's sweet.
Golly, that is like so long ago. It feels like,
that's
you know, when we were all going to Maranatha, and wow, I have to tell you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
And you hear Imani in the background. Thank you.
Oh, you have your earphones in. I can't.
Lord. Well, what'd you say?
No, I was saying hi, but I'm like, you have your earphones in, so she can't hear me.
No. Well, we're coming. Our final question, Rayna. Thank you so much for being a part of MomVersations and telling your story and sharing your tips and how you came from, again, ladies and gentlemen, this story of a wonderful, beautiful woman of God, really, who came from just an idea to now having her own manager and her own brand ambassadors and partnerships and being able to do what she loves. What are my final question that I ask all of my guests is, Rayna Ali-Patterson, who are you becoming?
Ooh, right. Oh, gosh, I don't know. No. I think I'm becoming officially who God has called me to be. You know, because I always stayed in the back, hidden and not wanting, you know, it sounds weird because I'm in front of the camera, but I'm, like I said, I'm shy, and I think I'm finally becoming like the woman that God has created me to be. Like my voice is becoming, and I'm able to be more confident in who I am too, you know? So I think it's just, God wants you to be confident. He wants you to be, you know, have abundance and all that type of stuff. So I think I'm becoming who God wants me to be, or who He's called me to be. Yeah.
I love it.
That.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rayna Ali-Patterson. Do you have any final thoughts you want to leave with the audience? You think about this will be a podcast episode. The people who aren't watching right now, who might watch tomorrow morning.
Oh my God.
How can you? Oh my God. What would you want to leave the audience? Your purpose is to impact and to inspire. What words would you want to leave the audience with? Your other moms, what would you want to leave them with?
Again, I think everything that really works for me is cliche. Because I think a lot of cliches just they're impactful. Like when you think about it. I would just say, just talking to people that I've interacted with, a lot of people like are based around fear, or just having, you know, you're kind of ignorant to a lot of things because of fear. You don't want to branch out, but you want to branch out. So I think my thing is just leaving an encouraging, like, I guess, word, or that you can do it. You know, like you have to believe in yourself. If I could do it, you can do it. Trust me when I say, if I could do it, you can do it. All things are possible. Yeah. I think just believing in yourself, because everybody has something that someone else needs. Yeah. So yeah, definitely believe in yourself and go for it. And if you're a mom, don't let that stop you. There's so many different things that you can do as a mother, especially if you want to get into this industry. You know, brands love, you know, the mom life and everything like that. But yeah, don't let motherhood stop you. Let it push you. So yeah, I think
Yes. We have a final question and then some. My mother asked, what advice would you give to budding entrepreneurs?
Probably the same thing would be researching what you want to do. Like, I'm just big on that. You can find out so many different things. You may even find out that you don't even want to do what you thought you wanted to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, asking people that are doing what you're doing or what you want to do and researching is like the key for me. So hopefully that was helpful. But research is everything, honestly. Like,
research.
friend.
What would you research first to get into your industry specifically?
Oh, wow. So I would start with how, because you can literally Google how to become an influencer, and all the things will come up, or how to become a natural hair influencer. You can break it down, how to become a lifestyle influencer, a mommy influencer. So always starting with the how has helped me. So that's where you can start. And then it just kind of unfolds from there. You know what I mean? Following other women that are, because social media is everything. Like, you need social media. If you want to be, a lifestyle blogger or whatever, it is good to have social media. You follow people on there, connect, networking is huge as well. But yeah, definitely just starting with the how, and then it will take you where you need to go. That's what I believe.
Good answer. Love it.
Scrubs.
Love it.
No, I'll tell you later.
Well, we got Devron said, may God continue to bless your platform.
Thank you.
And you got some dittos from faithful watcher Darlene. Hey, Darlene. Well, that's it. You got some great tips, some great insight into, really, I already claimed it, an international brand ambassador and lifestyle content creator, natural hair care content creator. Hey, they got natural hair care all over the world. I be seeing the videos. I'm like, hey,
right? Like,
Rayna to London, Rayna to Kenya, Rayna to Brazil. Rayna.
You're so affirming, and I love it.
Hey,
if it wasn't for you, Elaine, I probably would be just twiddling my thumbs.
Isn't that amazing? Come on.
Our restaurant that we go to. Where were we?
Yes.
What is not Coco's? The Coke
Company. Company Co. Company Co.
Yeah.
Oh, that's our favorite birthday. Oh, we ain't been there in forever.
I know.
Birthday spot. Ooh, I love that. We ain't celebrate our birthday. We should go.
Yeah, we should, if I ain't doing
Company. Yes. Ooh, I'll tell Lena.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look at that. See, you never know how. Again, that goes to what she said. You never know how you can inspire someone with just a simple conversation, and someone actually listens and goes and takes you up on it, and actually puts feet to it. So speak words. Well, that's another word. Speak life and not death over people. People in your life, especially moms. What did I just read? Let me read this and I'll go.
What did I just read?
Well, this lady posted, and I said, yes.
Let me find. What did I just read?
Let me find. I'm gonna leave. This will be if I can find it before people get antsy. Okay, here it is. This lady what'd she post? It was here we go. It was for affirmations for maternal health, maternal mental health, and I think this goes for moms. She just posted, if I can find it again, Okay, here it is.
Was she in a tub?
Dr. Angel Montfort. Have you? Someone told me about her, and I followed her. So I'm gonna leave this with you, moms, and even the people who are not moms who are watching. She said every mother you know is going through something difficult that she isn't telling anyone about. She needs you to be slow to judge, quick to listen, eager to help, no matter what. And I love that, because moms are the most judged people on the planet, I think. by their own children,
Mm,
judged by people who are not even parents.
that part.
That part. You ain't even in this. Oh, okay. Judged by people who aren't even parents. And even judged by themselves. We are like the worst at judging and guilt trips on
Yeah.
ourselves. So really just having empathy for parents, having empathy for yourself, having empathy and helping. Man, just be a part of helping. And you reminded me, yes, and that's a word because it is Mother's Day on Sunday. So we leave this with all you mothers out there. We know we in the trenches. If nobody knows, we in the trenches. Mamas are in the trenches every daggone day, especially in this pandemic. So we want to encourage you. We will be slow to judge. We will be quick to listen and eager to help no matter what, because we know you in some difficult times. We in some difficult times, depending upon the day and the hour. And what did our child just say?
And also like being okay to receive the help too, because I know I didn't always want to listen. You think, oh, my child, you don't know my child. And then when you got older, it's like, oh, I should listen to, I should do that. She knew what she was talking about. She had an 18-year-old. She couldn't possibly know my child, but she's been. So, yeah. Being able to see that, it's okay. If you need help, but let's receive it. Because it should be coming out of love. So, yeah.
I love that. So there you go. You got a little bonus, ladies who will be listening to this later. Happy Mother's Day, and have empathy for yourself and receive the help because we need it every day. We need it. So we're going to end with that. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl says both of you are great mothers. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this conversation. Thank you, Rayna Ali, for coming to share your story and tips on how to go from A to B as an entrepreneur, as an influencer, and just as a mom on a journey, still to find herself and her voice, and has found it, and just going with an idea and running towards it. So thank you, Rayna.
Thank you for asking me. I appreciate it. And I'm so proud of you for everything that you're doing. You're amazing. You're killing the game.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I'm always willing to help mothers. Thanks, Mom. And on that, we leave you with Darlene's message. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next week with another mom. See you guys. Happy MomVersations. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.
Bye.